10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome everybody. It is now once again Wednesday. Hell, what is today? Today is November the 30th. Wow. Can you believe that already? November the 30th. You know what that means? That means there's only 31 days left in this year. So guess what? You're about ready to kiss this year goodbye. What do you think about that? Okay. What do we got to talk about today? Let's see. Did you know that today is National Stay Home Day? National Stay Home Because You're Well Day. Now, does that make any freaking sense? National Stay Home Because You're Well Day. That makes absolutely no freaking sense. Whoever does these national day things. Anyways, it's also National Personal Space Day. So you guys all got to give me my space. You know, I need my space. It's also National Mason Jar Day. I don't have a mason jar, but I do got at 5 o'clock someplace. Cheers, everybody. That's some good ass shit, man. We got the margarita machine working. You know, you guys, last week we had trouble with that margarita machine, but hey, we got it working this year. It's working really good. It's also, what else did I say it was? It is National Package Protection Day. National Package Protection Day. So, you know, these things that come in little packages, you got to make sure you got protection. Oh, never mind. They're talking about something else. Never mind. Forget that. Forget that. Never mind. Let's see. What's my gripe for today? The gripe today, I don't know if you guys heard about this Apple shit, that Apple's like wanting to ban Twitter and all this crap. Hell, I'm going to have to throw my Apple phone away. You know, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I do have two conspiracies I got to share with you. And well, that's it. So I'll get off my high horse. The only conspiracy theory I know is when they went from analog to digital, the only reason they did that is so they can trace us and follow us. That's the only reason they went digital. And when they took the leaded or the gas, when they killed that out of the thing, that's just so you couldn't store gas anymore. Anyway, those are my only conspiracy theories. Other than that, I'm not a conspiracy theory. Anyways, want to welcome everybody to the show. Wednesday, once again, all you guys on this day, Mark Twain was born on this day back in 1835. He died at the age of 74. Just if you guys wanted to know that type of stuff. If you're, you guys that get the newsletter, some of you guys get that newsletter. If you guys don't get the newsletter, go to GoFeverRadio.com. There's a link down below you can click on. You'll get that monthly newsletter if you want to. Enter your email address and you guys will get that newsletter. Okay. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe. That's all I have for that. We'll give away some stuff. I got prizes. I got some dirt bags with some dirt in them. They come from my cat litter box, you know, and there could be some nuggets in them too. So, you know, but, and we got some other type of cool prizes here, but anyways, we'll get to a lot of that. Anyway, cheers, guys. I did mail out everything. All the prizes from the wheels has gone out. So if you didn't get that, let me know, and we'll try to find out what happened. I did mail out the prizes from last Wednesday's show. Those all went out. So if you guys didn't get those, keep your eyes open or yell at your postman. Let's see who's in the show here. Let me back this up here and see what's going on here. Vendetta Prospecting, welcome. Patty's Adventures, welcome. White Gumby, welcome. Herb Cato, welcome. 1 Minute Man Adventures. 1 Minute Man, you know, that could be taken several different ways. But anyways, welcome. Jerry Prince, channel supporter, welcome. Richard Billen, welcome. You got a couple dirt bags sent to you, so if you didn't get them yet, you'll get them shortly. Lisa, welcome. Willie Shiny Gold. Oh, Brad, Willie Shiny Gold. We were just talking about you, Brad, just a little bit ago, because I got Brad's gold tax right here. See that? Brad's gold tax. Now, I want you guys to see this. This is what Brad gave me because he said I turned him on to the gold patch. So this thing is full of gold. So, he didn't give me his best nugget. So if he gave me that, imagine how much gold he's pulled off of that area. That's why he's known as 1 Pound Brad. Let's see. Josh Cooper. Josh, you had, I think, a T-shirt, didn't you? It was sent out to you. Aaron Newmeyer. After Chig's latest video, I am glad to know he is well enough to talk with you. Yes, we're going to be bringing him in real shortly here. I see him sitting in there. He's so anxious. I talked to him earlier. He had sweat pouring off him. He was so scared and nervous. And I said, you'll be fine. You'll get through this here. So, no, I'm joking with you. Let's see. Mark, welcome, Mark. David Villa, John Ryan, Herbert L. Moki. Some of you guys' names I can't even pronounce. Karen McAfee. Hello, Karen. Harry. Get Darren. Get Darren. Okay. Roberto Garcia, welcome. Camera quality is looking good. That's because I got cool internet now, with that link, Starlink. Starlink! Elon Musk, that's right. Go, buddy, go. I'm on your side. Let's see. Buck Rackley, welcome, Guy. Guy, I think you got something sent to you too, didn't you, Guy? Yeah, you had a dirt bag sent to you too, so you should be getting that if you didn't get that. Truckee Nomad, welcome. All right, Aquachigger, Go Gold Fever. I don't know what your name is. I am Mick. Yeah, I know that's not how you say that, but you guys, I don't know how you guys come up with all your name. Gregory and Dexla. Okay, is Chick going to be here? Yes, he's going to be here. Everybody's calling him different names. Chig and all types of stuff. Let's see. Cheers, Richard. Let's see. John, there's John. I knew if Karen was here, I knew John had to be here. Jason, welcome. Richard, Sean, Stephen Peasley in the house. That's funny. He's in the chat room and he's sitting over there. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy, over there? Let's see. Lawrence L., Susan Smith, Matt Rogers, and John. Chig's Army. Man, Chig's got some following, huh? Let's bring this old Chig in here right now. Aquachigger. Here he is. Hey!
You see me?
Hey, you see me now?
Uh-oh. Wake the dogs up.
Oh, I was going to say I hear an echo. That's the dog.
No, it's the dogs barking. It's still quiet down after a while.
Oh, who let the dogs out? All right. So all the people that don't know you, why don't you introduce yourself of who you are and what it is the hell you do?
Yeah, well, my name's Bowie Met, and I'm actually called the Aquachigger. That's my YouTube channel. And I've been doing YouTube for, a long time, 15 years maybe.
Wow.
I do a lot of metal detecting. I look for Civil War relics. Pretty much anything really I can find with a metal detector. And I also like caving, looking in mines, camping, exploring, just outdoor stuff. That's kind of what I do. I try to make videos of the different things that I do. It's not just metal detecting.
Okay, so my first question I have to ask you is, what the hell? And this is what somebody asked me. What the hell is an Aquachigger, and how did you come up with that name?
That's actually kind of a long story, but I'll try to keep it quick. A friend of mine, Dan Freza, from years ago, I do a lot of metal detecting in the rivers. And on one trip, I came back and I had like bites all over me from a little insect that lives in the water. Gives you something called swimmer's itch. You know what that is. And I was trying to explain to my buddy, Dan, what it was, because I had all these bites all over me. And I said, well, it's just like chigger bites. They really itch. They're red and they're itchy. So chiggers. I said, yeah, the chiggers that live in the water. Dan's like, oh, aquachiggers. And I thought about that. I said, that's it right there. Aquachigger. That's what I'm going to use. So I can thank one of my dear old friends, Dan, for that name. You can't give yourself a nickname. You know that, right? The nickname has to come from the outside. So.
See,
I'm not sure I picked the right one though.
But it's unique, and you don't have to worry about anybody else having that name. And
that's true.
I've always heard that a man that's worth his salt has a nickname. So I'm not worth my own salt because I don't have a nickname. So
really, not that anyone will tell you anyway, right?
Well, yeah, I've been called a lot of things before, but
yeah, me too.
Let's see. Shoot the moon. Chig's army in the house. Yeah. So we have quite the following. So you were just up in Meadview.
Yeah. I guess I was I on your claim. I just kind of putting this all together all of a sudden because I was with Steve and Annie down in a different spot on I believe it was one of your claims.
No, that was on the other side. That was Gold Basin.
Yeah, okay. But I was up in Meadview with I was just in Meadview, so was I on your claim? No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. If you're the guy, if you're the jack that allows me to go on his claims. Are you the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a small world.
I know. You were with Reese.
Yeah, I was with Reese up in Meadview, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know Steve. I know Steve and Annie as well. So.
Yeah. So you didn't find any gold?
No. We only didn't really go out that much. We probably got maybe a day and a half. Found a lot of little pieces of lead and stuff, and I was using a new machine, and but he didn't find anything either. So that day, so I don't feel too bad. But we found a lot of targets. But it's not always about just the gold and looking for the gold. We spend a lot of time just goofing off too. You know what I mean? Just talking, and we went on side trips down to the lake and stuff like that too. So it was it's a little bit more. You got to put the whole adventure in there, not just the digging.
Right. No, it's just about getting out and just having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was really jealous because you had that machine. I've got one on order, and it should be coming any day. The Axiom. I can't wait to try that. I watched your video where you're picking up little pieces of wire with that, and I really thought, that's got some potential, and I really want to try that up in that area up in there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, I'm not a big time gold hunter. Just so you know that. I go out there once a year sometimes and do a little bit of prospecting out there. I do mostly Civil War stuff, but I was very pleased with the machine. It felt really good and it sounded good and it got decent depth. So I think if I had spent more time out there, and that was the first time I used it too, that trip. So I think if I had spent more time with it, I would have found more. Now I've been using it for Civil War relics back here and doing really well back here with it. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I was talking to Garrett, and I said, when am I going to get my machines? I said, how did this Aquachigger fella get one and I can't get mine yet, They said, well, he's one of our whatever. Yeah, okay, I got it, You got to
we go way back.
You got to be important, I'm not important enough for that.
Garrett's a really good. Garrett's a good company. I really like those guys over there.
Yeah. Susan Smith, drinking adult beverages too. Anyone willing to donate a gold pen to this fella here? I don't know. I'm sure someplace will give you a gold pen. If you go just stand out on the street and just say you'll work for a gold pen, somebody will give you a gold pen. You know what my first gold pen was a pie tin. So just go get a pie tin. What the hell, man?
That's what I tell people. When you're out looking for stuff, you don't have to have like the best equipment or the equipment. A lot of it you can improvise. And a lot of it's just looking too, just using your eyes and your other senses, you can find stuff. You don't have to have that, super duty gold pen. You can use a pipe pen, pipe plate or whatever you're using. Absolutely.
What is the main thing you like to do? Is it treasure hunting, Civil War, metal detecting, exploring? What is your main thing that you enjoy doing?
Yes. Pretty much all of it, really. I think 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I was more into the Civil War relic hunting. Well, I think maybe not. I mean, I did more videos of that. And the other stuff that I do, I do a lot of caving. I like caving a lot and hiking and traveling around. I've started recently, more recently, to do videos of that. So my channel's kind of evolved from just really metal detecting for Civil War stuff and colonial era stuff to the stuff that I normally do in my day-to-day life, including my pets and stuff like that. So a little bit of everything, really. It's life. It's just my life is what I do.
Well, there's got to be something. I mean, you couldn't just all of a sudden you wake up one day and you think, today I think I'm going to become a treasure hunter today. So, I mean, kind of how long or what evolved or kind of what got you started and whatever you're doing.
Well, I mean, I grew up on a farm in West Virginia, and I've always been interested in exploring since I was a little kid, I got my first metal detector back in about 1976. So I was pretty young. That was a long time ago. So, and I grew up in the Shenandoah Valley in West Virginia, which is where a lot of the Civil War activity took place. So that's what kind of people were looking for back then. And I like treasure. I mean, it doesn't have to be gold. It doesn't have to be Civil War. Like just anything really, anything that's interesting or can tell a story. That's what I like to look for. But that's kind of where I started, hunting the battlefields and the camps in the Shenandoah Valley 40 some years ago. And just still doing it and loving it. Having a good time.
Let's see, 76, 40 something years ago. We could piece that together.
I'm terrible at math. I'm not even sure. So I get the 76, 86, 96, 106. Yeah, it's been at least 40 years ago. It's been a long time. 50, I guess.
So you're clear back you're in, what state are you in?
I live in Maryland. Western Maryland. Yeah.
So you have been in Arizona. That's all the way across the country, man.
Yeah, I made it almost to LA on the last trip, actually. It's about 3,000 miles. And I do that trip. I try to do at least once a year, just driving, I like it. I've been doing that. I've been out there a bunch of times.
Yeah. Well, I think
it's
maybe
fun.
You should contact Visa. You've been everywhere, man. So
I've been around the world, dude. All around the world treasure hunting. Been to Russia.
Yeah.
I won't go back there for a while. I've been to Australia. I've been all over.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's the coolest thing you ever found then, treasure hunting?
Oh, treasure hunting. Why'd you have to say that? The coolest thing you ever found? My wife. Right?
Oh, a very good answer there.
Yeah, that's my go-to. I don't know. I think the one thing that I found that people really get the most excited about was I found a big pile of silver coins in the river, 200 and some, like 1,700 big silver, pieces of 8 type coins, like a pile of them. And I think that's what people most are interested in, those shiny coins and stuff. But for me, the thing I like to find most are like personal items, like ID tags and stuff. Especially from the Civil War era, where you can get the soldier's name and unit and look it up and get his history. That's what really, gets me going. But for bright and shinies, I guess it's probably a pile of pieces of 8.
No, that's pretty cool, actually, because you guys are lucky. You guys generally, when I talk to people on the East Coast, they say that, you guys are lucky. You guys get a hunt for gold. And I say, yeah, but you guys are lucky because you guys got all that Civil War and so much history back there, and everybody wants to trade with each other. I've had people say, hey, I'll send you some Civil War if you'll send me some gold, so.
Well, depending on what it is, it could be a good deal. But the thing is, there's actually a lot of gold here. I mean, there are places in Virginia not far from where I live that, I mean, I got buddies out there with metal detectors doing really well in some of the old gold mines, that were there in the 1700s up until, they started finding gold out west. Because they were lots of gold mines in Virginia, actually in Maryland as well. I mean, right, Washington, D.C. I mean, there's gold mines just outside of Washington, D.C. where you could still find gold in the rivers there.
So Willie Shiny Gold says, hey, I watched Chig's recent video. He got a little sketchy going downhill on his bike. Tell him he don't need no stinking brakes.
Well, I had it in first gear, and I think any forward momentum was too much. So it was pretty bad. It was really bad, but I survived.
Yeah, just eat the pie first. Yeah, they're talking about the pie pan. So yeah, when I first found out about gold and wanted a gold pan, I went to up in town to find a prospecting store, and there wasn't one. So I bought a pie, and I took it back to camp, and there was a bunch of us, and so I've given everybody pie, and they just thought I was really generous. I just wanted her to go through that pie so I could get that pan to go down the creek and start panning it.
Yeah. Did you find anything?
No, I didn't have a clue what gold was then.
Right. Well, I still don't. So.
Yeah, but so that area where you was at, I pulled out over 100 pieces of gold up in that area.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's gold there, no doubt. No doubt.
I love that area. I can't wait to get up there. I'd stay up there all the time if I could.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
It's a beautiful area too. I love the type of vegetation that's there. It's really kind of neat, And I've found gold, lots of gold there, and meteorites in the past. I've hunted up in that area a fair amount over the last 10 years or so. But yeah, there's definitely gold still there, no doubt.
Yeah, Steve and Andy were just sitting here. I guess they walked outside. He probably went out and smoked again. He smoked. He's got one cigarette in this hand and getting ready to light another one in this hand.
Yeah, we have some good times. I've camped with him several times out there and detected and hung out. Yeah. We got to see the Starlink launch out there this past time. It was really freaking awesome. You were sitting around the campfire, and all of a sudden the sky just lights up, and it's the Starlink is going up. So ask him about that. That was pretty cool. That was a good evening.
Well, if it's the one he says that they were no, never mind. We don't want. Yeah, they were drinking. I mean, yeah, so something was happening. All right, so I got to ask. Oh, that must be him coming in. Hey, before I get sidetracked, let me play this commercial here. Okay, you hang with us a second.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go pee if you have to. We'll be right back, folks.
ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal is the only monthly gold prospecting magazine published in the United States and is the most comprehensive and respected magazine about gold prospecting on the market today. With readers in all 50 states, it features articles on detecting, high banking, dredging, small-scale operations, assaying, basic geology, how to read the land, regulations, and more. Our monthly Ask the Experts column is answered by true experts. It features answers to readers' questions on processing, detecting, geology, and any other questions you may have related to finding and recovering gold and other precious metals. The Mining Journal features the most extensive selection of equipment, mining properties, services, and more, and a classified section featuring over 20 times more new and used items than the nearest competitor. The Mining Journal has been in continuous publication since 1931. A full 12 issues is available for just $27.95, and discounts are available for 2- and 3-year subscriptions. And an online subscription gives you access to over 3,000 articles going back nearly 20 years. Our purpose is to teach you how to find more gold. ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal is the tool you need to succeed. It's time to raise your gold prospecting knowledge to the next level with ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal. Give us a call at 831-479-1500 or visit www.icmj.com. That's www.icmj.com.
You know, it really is a cool magazine. If you don't have a copy or you're not a subscriber to the Mining Journal, you got to call them and get a subscription. All right. Oh, man. Every time I hold something up, I go blurry. Then I got to do this to get myself back in focus. How come that happens for like that? There it goes. Now I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah. That's you got to be careful when you say focus, because people come out of the word work when you say stuff like that, it's like, Brewer's probably, Ray, where are you going?
Grab my phone.
Oh, so come and say hi. Don't be bashful. Say hi there.
Hello. Hey, Chig's Army. I just finished up our video, by the way, yesterday, so that'll come out soon.
He
Good to see
said
you.
he said he had to go get the Chig's Army hat on. He said, I got to do a little suck ass in here.
Yeah, gotta make it look official,
Yeah, there you go, man. That's awesome, man.
People were posting earlier in the thing, Chig's Army, and that didn't dawn on me until I saw your hat. And then I thought, okay, I see what's happening now. Yeah.
And I didn't come up with that either. One of my fans came up with that, so I just went with it.
I don't have cool hats. This guy sent me some hats, Rattlesnake Mining Company, to give away some of his hats. He gave me some, and he sent me some T-shirts to give away too. They were so cool T-shirts. Anyway, they were so cool.
Yeah,
One of them's my size, so I'm keeping it. Let's see. I got a couple dirt bags I'm going to give away, but we'll do that here a little later. I thought I had some other stuff to give away. What happened to my stuff? I have these really cool things. These really cool, awesome stickers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so before we were rudely interrupted,
you invited him over. I heard you.
Let's see. The Chig. Brewers Prospecting welcomes. Scotty Ray, welcome. William H, welcome. Shoot the Moon, welcome. The Chig. Some of these people, I don't know who they are, but you have a big following there. That's all I know. I can't keep up with all your people here.
They're a good lot.
Yeah, some of these people I can tell that they're not in the United States because I can't pronounce their names.
Yeah, actually, I have a lot of people, international followers. In fact, I do a treasure hunting show in Great Britain on TV over there. So a lot of people find me through that too.
American
river hunters.
Oh,
river hunters, yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy right now. Now believe this. So there's a guy out here right now staying in the campground that he came all the way from Europe, and he's over here from England. He came over here because he wanted to spend a week, and he wants to go out and look for some gold. So he's been out trying to find some gold, and I said, I can't believe you. You come all this way to look for gold. I want to go there to look at a freaking clock. What's up with that? So.
Yeah, it's always other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's see. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, he hasn't found a piece of gold yet, but he's out there trying. He spends all day out there, so I give him credit. But maybe he'll.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So all the way from Europe just to find some gold.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of history in that. Searching for gold, prospecting. There's a lot of history in that.
And it's fun. So I felt bad for him. So I gave him some dirt to play with, and I gave him a T-shirt, and I at least got to try to make him feel special.
Yeah, why not? He came a long way.
he come a long ways just
Yeah.
for a piece of gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brad, you better come on out and bring me some gold so I can give this guy a piece of gold. I told him he's going to go up to Gold Hill tomorrow. I took him out to Salome area. That's where he's been the last few days. But so tomorrow he's going to Gold Hill to see if he can't find anything. Shoot the Moon. He wants to go across the pond to go mudlarking with sci-finds. Yeah, I just heard that term mudlarking for the first time a few weeks ago. Never.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
That's an East Coast term.
Mudlark? No, that's English. People going in the Thames mostly. Mudlarking.
Yeah,
what?
that's from the
That's
East
where it comes
Coast.
from.
Yeah. Adventure is golden with years of experience to talk about. That's right. It's sad nor much gold to find here in New Zealand. New Zealand? Wow, John from New Zealand. Our mountains are volcanic, but not the gold-bearing type. Our mountains are made of gray whack. Okay. Scotty Ray. Salome, Arizona. That is correct. Salome, Arizona. We got mining claims. We have our own prospecting club. We've got about 20-something mining claims throughout the western the western Arizona. And that one where you were up there in Meadview, that was 160 acres. And then there's another one just a little further down on the other side of the highway, but I've never played over there much. What's the best find you ever? Oh, let's see. There's a question. Let me throw that up there. William H. said, what's your best find ever besides the 1700s coin cache?
They never learn. My wife.
Is she watching?
They never learn. Well, she's actually sleeping, I think, but she could probably hear me.
Oh. Yeah, he's trying to gain brownie points.
Well, I tell you, I get that question a lot, and I'll be honest with you, it's a really tough question to answer. I mean, I don't, if there's one thing that you said, the entire collection has to disappear, except we keep one item. Okay. If you put it to me that way, I would say I would keep the first ID disc I found from a Civil War soldier. It had his name on it and his units and all the battles he fought. Tilton Sleeper was the guy's name. And I was able to look up his history, and he died during the war, and his wife tried to get the pension money, so there's got a huge amount of history for him. But if there's the one thing, that would be the one thing that I would say I got to take with me. You know what I mean? I found lots of stuff. I found lots of gold coins. I found lots of gold. I found meteorites. I found, piles of cannonballs, muskets, bayonet swords. I got a huge collection. So it's really hard to pick out one thing. But I guess that would be it, probably. It's tough.
Where do you find the gold coins?
Oh, I found gold, lots of gold coins in Civil War camps. I found quite a few over in England when I've been over there. I found Roman gold coins, Celtic gold coins from like 50 BC, stuff like that. But I would have to go back to that ID disc from my first ID disc from the American Civil War, probably.
Oh, that would be special. That would be.
Yeah. It's one of a kind.
Do you still got it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have everything I found except a few things I've given away. Bullets here, bullets there, but I don't sell my finds, and I have my collections intact.
The Flumox Lumox says, Chig, love the opening song. Craig Elliott. Any update on the missing persons Chig had been looking for?
Well, yeah, I was actually part of the reason I went out on my trip. One of the things I wanted to do was a lady went missing not that long ago, like 6 months ago out there. And there's some speculation that her boyfriend killed her and dumped her out there somewhere. And the family contacted me because I had been out near this mine and done a video or Instagram post or something last year at this mine. And that's the exact mine that they wanted someone to look in because they felt that maybe their loved one had been put in that mine. It was a shaft that went down like 100 feet. So they contacted me and said, did you by any chance look in there? And I hadn't. So I said, but I'll go back out there and I'll look. So that was really the main focus of my search, was that mine and the surrounding area. That's where they wanted me to look. That's where they asked me to look. So that's kind of the area I stayed. I guess a little west of Needles. But I did get a camera down in the mine, and there was nothing down there. I think it's a dead coyote down there. There's a mini Mavic drone down there now too, because I lost my drone. I want to get it back. I tried to fly it down, so I could see. And I did it the first time I could see. And I brought it back up real quick because it loses the signal. But I've got it back up, and I was looking at my phone, and I forgot to push record. I mean, I knew there was nothing in it, but I forgot to push record, so I had to put it back down again. It lost signal and just went straight down and crashed. So I lost my drone there, but I was able to get another GoPro down on the rope and stuff and look around real good. And, there's nothing in there. And I looked in the surrounding area. I spent 4, 5, 6 days looking for her there. But and that's the only area they gave me to look. And the only clues they gave me was for that area. So I really couldn't really do much else unless they give me more information. But yeah, unfortunately, that's about all I can do for them on that search.
Let's see. There's questions flying in here faster than I can see what they are here. Where'd they go? Let's see. Were you able to return what you found from Russia?
I'll bring it home with me. So I guess that's what they're asking for. Was I able to bring it back? Yeah. I guess I won't be going back to Russia anymore, but yeah, we found some stuff. I mean, metal detector, the rules over there are a little bit, there's big clubs and there's rallies, where there's hundreds of guys out there metal detecting, camping and stuff. But I think technically, legally, you're not supposed to do it. But yeah, I mean, the stuff I found, I just brought it back. No fuss, no fuss.
I just gave it away. I didn't bring nothing back. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna. They won't be waiting for me at the immigration this time, going anytime in the near future. So I can tell you, I brought it back. Yeah, just stuff. A lot of it's kind of weird because we're outside of Moscow mostly, and we're finding stuff that was really old, but a lot of the World War II stuff. The German artifacts and artifacts from Napoleon. Like they fought on the same battlefield. It was so strange. But yeah, it was really interesting. It was a great trip and found some, neat stuff and saw a lot of neat things found and, brought back what I could. No grenades though. I'm going to bring those back.
I think we got ghosts in here. I keep thinking there's somebody underneath the table keep tapping me on the knees or something like that. What was your profession before treasure hunting?
Well, I've done a lot of things. Well, I wouldn't say treasure hunting is my profession. I mean, I've been treasure hunting my entire life. It's pretty much as far as I can remember. But yeah, I've done a number of things. I was in the Army for a while. I, was in college for a while. I was a health inspector for a number of years. And last thing I did was I had a precast concrete plant, a business that I started up with a partner, and grew it, and then sold out my half and kind of semi-retired really. But I guess you could say the concrete thing was probably the biggest thing in my life. You know what I mean? One that set me up. Did well.
You had now this is an Al Capone joke, or this is an Al Capone story ready to happen. I owned a concrete company and I had a partner.
No. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
No, but I've done a lot of stuff. I mean, I've worked on commercial fishing boats, lobster boats, scallop boats. I've done a lot of stuff, over the years. But the concrete thing is probably the thing, yeah.
So don't mess with Chigger. Let's see. As that drone was descending, I had a bad feeling it would crash, William says.
Yeah, but I didn't the first time. If I had pushed record, I would have been good to go.
Web Boondock says loves your adventures.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, sad, but I think the boyfriend kept the phone after dumping her if she's no longer with us. And he did it, of course. That was the last place her phone pinged a tower. Shoot the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what everyone thinks.
See, M Cave was my first Chig video. Oh, a couple people talked about that. There's a couple people, the M Cavers. Tommy knockers. There's Tommy knockers out here in some of these mine shafts. Is there a Jack and Chig trip? Chig can come out anytime he wants. I'll take him out. We'll go play.
Oh, let's do that.
There,
whereabouts are you anyway, roughly?
I'm about
roughly
3.5 hours from Meadview. I'm between
like west, north,
south. I'm between
Quartzsite
and Wickenburg.
Okay, yeah, I hang out down there all the time. I was down there this past trip quite a bit, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look you up. I'll let you know though.
Yeah, if I'm ever up there, I'll look you up too. Yeah, cement shoes. Let's see. Bob Kirk, you would have drawn. Oh, you guys are going too fast here. Drawn better getting Kirk from the Hoover's boy. You would have done better getting Kirk from the Hoover boys. I don't know that. Some of these things you might understand more than I will because people are talking about some of your videos and stuff.
Yeah. I think I know where he's going with that, but I'm not 100%, so I can't really call.
How many friends?
Maybe Kirk plays a drone. I don't know. But
how many friends did you lose in the cement business?
Friends that lose. I can't talk about that.
No, what he's trying to say is how many friends you were up in Lake Mead and they're finding bodies all over Lake Mead. So what he's trying to say is how many bodies? No, we don't. Well, never mind. No.
I found a few in my day.
Man, I'm going to get flagged on YouTube after this video. I'm not going to go for this shit. Yeah, I'm in trouble. See, Dennis says, I've heard of Aquachigger before. Yeah. Rick Denton. Hello, Rick. Hey, Rick, I showed your cool looking hats earlier from Rattlesnake Mining and the cool t-shirts. I showed these earlier and I said this one fits me perfect and I'm keeping it. But I got some of them to give away, but he's here, Rick Denton. So welcome, Rick. What's Chig fave camp food?
Pickled onions.
Oh, that's so gross.
I love them. that was my thing on this past trip was pickled onions. I ate a lot of them. I love them.
I thought you were going to say pickled egg, pickled beets. So both all disgusting. Pickled
onions, man. That's awesome.
Pickled onions?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Any ghost sightings?
I camp by myself, so I can do that. You know what I mean? Oh. I think if I was camping with people, I probably couldn't.
Well, you was up there camping with Reese and
yeah, I mean occasionally I'll come out of the woods and out of the brush and talk to people, but mostly I'm by myself.
You got any ghost sightings on the Civil War sites?
Any what sightings?
Sites, the ghost on the Civil War sites.
Ghosts?
Yeah, you got any ghost stories or hear about ghosts at some of those Civil War places?
I hear lots of ghosts, but I hear a lot about ghosts, but I'm not a big ghost person. I don't have any stories about like soldiers appearing in the mist, but I have friends that have those stories.
I got friends that appear in the mist.
Yeah,
I got a lot of friends that should be ghosts.
Yeah.
So Richard Billen wants to know what you think about mine lab detectors.
Yeah, I know, great detectors. In fact, I probably own 6 or 8 of them.
Really? I think mine lab sucks. I I hate Minelab so bad. They suck.
They make good machines. I mean,
They suck.
no, I can't argue that point.
You know, I mean, I hear all the time. I was showing somebody today, I've got 2 Equinoxes. And he says, how come you got 2 Equinoxes? Two, the 800s. I say, well, because one's got the 11-inch coil and one's got the 5-inch coil. I'm too lazy to switch coils, so I just have 2 machines.
Right.
So. And I've got a 7,000. I've got a 6,000. Like I said, I've got 2 Equinox, But Minelab sucks. I hate to say it, they suck. They break. They're always breaking. They're not even made in the U.S. I mean, come on. We got to support U.S. Garrett, go Garrett, go Garrett.
Yeah, they're made in Singapore or something, aren't they? MyLab?
Garrett? Oh
no, MyLab. I think they're made in Singapore.
I don't know where they're made. I just know that they won't give me a deal.
Okay.
That's why he asked that question, because he knows I think they suck. They won't give me a dealership. They won't let me be a dealer for them, so they suck.
I like their machines, but they do have some problems with their business. Their business, the way they run it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But they do make good metal detectors.
Well, let's put it this way. They're the best in their class right now. And somebody needs to come along. Hopefully Garrett's going to be that game changer that can start producing some good quality gold machines built here in the U.S. that can, okay.
Yeah.
Malaysia. Thank you, Josh.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what I miss here. Richard says he heard you're giving away 6,000.
That was you.
Let's see. Yum pickled onions. Man, you got another fan for pickled onions. TW. I use AT Max. Do you love luck finding good with yours? Do you have the AT Max?
Yes, I use it all the time. Very good machine. I've had a lot of stuff with it. And it's easy to use, comfortable to use.
The AT Max, though, that thing's probably somewhere down around like 17 kilohertz or something. So it's really not, it's not like, up in the 40s for gold. I guess it's good for smaller type gold, but probably a good treasure machine.
Yeah, it is. I like that the new, what's that, Gold Master 24K? The Garrett has out. I really like that one for gold.
Yeah,
I used that good bit last year.
Yeah, that's 48 kilohertz. That was a good machine when White's had it, and then Garrett took White's technology, and that was a good machine, and they put that back out. So that was kudos for them for having one up there in that kilohertz. And that Axiom, like I say, I should be getting mine any day, and I can't wait to get out there and try that.
Yeah.
See, JD 144. We won't hold that. Let's see here. Somebody says, shoot the moon. Any advice on where to find a good used detector? And are there any problems that may arise when buying used?
Well, Facebook and stuff is a good place to look. Get one. If you get one, try to get it with the warranty still on it.
Yeah.
Like if you buy Garrett and the warranty is still good, get it and send it in and have them check it out. You know what I mean? But as long as the warranty is still good, you're safe. Now, if you buy one where the warranty's out, then you could have problems.
You're on
I don't know. I think you're probably better with Facebook than I don't know. I would think Facebook probably because you can get more local. It's more local, I guess.
Right, yeah.
And you're better off doing that than going to eBay or something and getting one from who knows where.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think? What do you think for a used metal detector? Where would you send somebody?
Oh, absolutely. Facebook Marketplace in your local area is probably your best places. There's a lot of people selling all over the place. And those people, I don't like to buy on eBay anymore because eBay charges taxes and all this stuff. So I gave up with eBay. They used to be good in their time, but now it's Facebook Marketplace in your area. just become, in your town, every town has buy, sell, trade type thing, hook up with them. Willie Shiny Gold says his 6,000 sucks. He hasn't found any gold with it. Hey, Brad, why don't you bring it over here and we'll do some trading. And I got some Fisher Gold Bug 2s. Hey, that's another good company, Fisher. I got some Fisher Gold Bug 2s. I got a couple of them, some Gold Bug Pros. I got all types of stuff to trade for that 6,000. I need 2 6,000s. That way I don't have to switch corals every time.
Right, there you
I'm
go.
tired of switching corals. I was going to buy another 6,000 because I'm tired of switching corals. But, that's the word I can't say. I can't say corals. I don't know why. I can't say that. Corals.
Say loop.
Loop. Yeah.
Loop.
We'll put a
That's
loop
what we
on
used to
it.
say. We used to call them loops. I guess they don't anymore. I don't know. Be like, what?
A loop. It's a loop. Let's see. Yukon Cornelius, welcome. Offer up. Yeah, those are the little side things. Local pawn shops. Pawn shops always take that type of stuff. Bob Kirk says AT Pro will find gold. Let's see. Give me that 7K. No, I can't part with my 7K. I got to keep it. Let's see. Dennis says it took me 2 months to get stuff from NS, and Jack Rendon recommended me. What? What I recommend? What's NS? I recommended you to buy something from NS. What's NS? And I recommended you. I think NS stands for something that I'm not thinking it stands for. Jack, say coral again. Jason, frick off and die. Thank you for being. Thank you both. Got to go to bed. Happy hunt. Happy hunt for you. Corals. That's what I said. Corals. You put a new coral on it. What's Chigger's favorite hunting spot? Let's get off this freaking subject.
I like coming out where you're at, actually. I like that Arizona area. I really enjoy it out there.
Well, come on out, man.
Just for a general thing, so I'm going to probably come out in the spring again, so maybe.
That's when the chiggers are out.
It was so freaking hot. I was out this time. Oh my God, it was so hot. It was hot.
Now's the time to be out here. So on your Axiom, I saw your video that you're doing with the Axiom. Did you just use the standard coral that it came with, or did you try any of their other corals?
Well, it was it was whatever was in the video. That's what I used.
It was just
double D, whatever. I forget how many inches it is. I don't know.
Yeah. So they didn't say
just a standard coral.
Because I think there's like 3 additional corals they make with them.
Yeah, I think they have some and having more. I don't have like the big one, just like the standard one.
Oh, sorry, Janin. My name is Janin. I'm a female, not Jason. Sorry, Janin. Sometimes my eyesight ain't really good. Sorry, Janin. She made sure she's female. Thank you, Janin. Did I get that right? Yukon Cornelius, the guy that took Ray Gold Hog flag, you should be ashamed of yourself. What's that? Is that somebody else's? Better than pineapple. Oh, yeah, we were talking about shitting pineapples last week. You know that commercial, if you ever shit a pineapple or two or a porcupine, it's like, who wants to shit a porcupine or pineapple anyway? Now, why do you guys freaking bring shit like that up, man? God, we're talking.
You ain't right. You know that.
We're trying to talk decent stuff here. You guys, okay, there's a good question. Let's go here. Come on. Wait, you guys quit it. Have you ever been to Michigan? And if so, interesting finds if you remember.
I've been to Michigan, but I don't think I've ever actually been like treasure hunting in Michigan. So no, I guess not.
I thought you were going to say, I've been to Michigan, but I've never been to Spain.
I've been to
But
Spain. I got
I've been,
kicked out of Spain.
yeah, but I've been to Oklahoma.
Right, yeah.
uh,
No, I just don't get up that way that Michigan, that whole area, I don't get up that way very much because in the summertime, I like to be around here looking for Civil War stuff. So I don't get up that way too often. I've been to Wisconsin looking for fur trade stuff. That's a lot of fun. I've done that a couple of times, but that's about it.
Yeah, I went to Michigan one time. I was the UP upper part. I was hunting copper artifacts. I had found a whole bunch of copper artifacts. Those were really
I
cool.
love that. Yeah, that's what I was doing in Wisconsin. The
they're
fur
down
trade
there
and
in
the copper stuff. Yeah.
Ask Chig what temp is too hot out here in Arizona. 80 degrees is too hot for Chig out here.
Dude, I don't know. The thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it was like 100, so it's probably not that crazy when I was out there. But the sun, it's just like bakes you. It's really bright. It's a lot brighter out there than it is in the east. Maybe the air is different, but it's very bright, and the sun just like almost burns you. I mean, I'm used to being 100 here. It gets 100 in Maryland. With humidity, it's horrible. But there's something about the sun out there that's quite different than back east. You can feel it on your arms. It's so bright. It's just like you can't see.
I know. That's because we're so close to the sun,
It's like you're a lot closer to the sun out there. I guess it's because you're more elevation, maybe, or just dry. Maybe it's because it's so dry, but it's different. It's a different look. The outdoors has a different look out there.
Well, I'm not sure what elevation meat view is. I know down where I am at, I'm probably somewhere around 1800 elevation. So, I'm kind of further away from the sun, but here it can get maybe, I mean, this summer was mild. This summer, it probably only got up to maybe 112, maybe. So that wasn't too bad. You say that wasn't too bad. People say, are you freaking insane? 112, I'm dead.
It's hot. No. That sun out there is hot. I mean, this dry heat stuff is crazy. It's hot.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. Yeah, right now it's a dry cold because it's freaking cold outside right now. So that's not that bad. It can get 118. We just do things early in the morning and late in the evening. The rest of the day we just hide because we don't want to burn our skin.
Yeah.
Let's see, you guys. God dang, you guys. Thomas Pennyweight, folks. Hello, Thomas. Let's see, what did I miss here? Let's see. Chig, have you ever found any Indian artifacts? We were just talking about that a moment ago.
Yes. I have a whole playlist on Indian artifacts on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
I found it.
Yeah. Any Alaska hunting?
Yeah, I've been to Alaska several times, gold hunting. Up in Nome, and I drove up there the first time. Then second time I went up there.
You didn't drive to Nome.
Well, not Nome, but I Alaska and all the way up to the Bering Sea. What's that little town up there they drive to? But this last time I went up to Nome.
It's Fairbanks. I was going to say you can't drive to Nome.
No,
Fairbanks.
No. It's way up on the Bering Sea. It's as far as you can drive.
Oh, that
I can't remember. But this last time I went up to Nome with Steve Phillips, a friend of mine. He does a lot of the dredging and stuff in the sea up there, and he has some inland claims. So I did a bunch of videos up there. That's been a couple of years ago, though. Yeah, Alaska's fun. I enjoy Alaska, but it's such a short season there. When it's really nice here, that's when you got to go up there.
Yeah, Brian was here earlier in the room. He spends a lot of time up there in Alaska. I've been to Nome a couple of times. It's good for gold. You're stuck on that peninsula, and to me, I don't like it. I like my amenities. Let's see. When Scotty says any Alaska hunting, I thought he said, "Do you hunt Alaskans?"
I was hunted by Alaskans when I was up there. And Nome, I was like molested by a drunken woman up there. There's a video of that too.
They all want you to buy them a drink in the bar.
No,
Yeah.
it was no. This is more like go home. Okay, what are you doing to my, on my
Oh.
land? It's like standing on the street and no, man. I was like, it was terrible. But she was
No,
really drunk.
you're sitting in the bar and one of the girls will come up and say, "Hi, how you doing?" And you'll say, "Hi, how you doing?" They'll say, "Will you buy me a drink?" And then you'll buy them a drink. They'll stay, keep talking to you as long as you keep buying them a drink. Finally, when you say,
Yep.
"Hey, no more," they'll get up and leave and they'll go sit by somebody else. "Hi, how you doing? Will you buy me?"
That's the way it is, dude.
That's
That's
why
the world over, my friend.
I know. That's why they call him Voodoo Panani. That's why men drive Lamborghinis and drink martinis. Don't get us started on that shit now. Okay, let's see. I know some of you already answered this. What got you started treasure hunting? William H. says.
Yeah, I guess it's just growing up on the farm, and being like out in the middle of nowhere, and I just always been curious about things. And I'm going back to like when I was 6 or 7. At least that young, I was looking for stuff. So I guess that's kind of where it started. 'Cause no one else in my family is like me. No one else goes metal detecting or likes to look for stuff. I mean, I got one brother that likes to go hiking and stuff, but that's it. So I think it was just in my genes.
That's kind of like diarrhea. It's in your genes too. Hey, I'm sorry. I know. Yeah, eupolites, whatever. What's that? Have you ever hunted eupolites? What the hell's a eupolite?
I have not, but if you talk to Steve, he's got eupolites in his van, so he can show you what a eupolite is.
Oh.
It's a type of mineral. If you shine a black light on it, glows really pretty.
Oh.
But I think they're up in Michigan too. I think that's where they get them. Hence, eupolite.
Yeah, the Yoopers.
But no, I've never done that really.
Yoopers. If you live up there, you're a Yooper. If you live below that, you're a troll. If you live below the bridge.
What's that?
Oh. Well, come and say hi. Annie's wants to come and say hi to. You got.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. They switched hats. Here, give me the hat first. Give me the hat first.
Someday we'll
That's
get
a silver eupolite.
Okay, so what does this say? John says, how do you find the ownership of the land you metal detect or get permission around the east side of the U.S.?
Oh, there's tons of stuff online where you can look it up. Most every county would have information. There's lots of apps, a lot of the hunting apps. You can either buy them or there's actually free ones you can get. And I mean, it's really easy if you have access to the internet nowadays. I mean, I have a stupid one I use called acre value, which is just like it's just a land, well, how much land is worth and stuff, and it's a real estate type thing, but it's free. But you just go around there and it tells you everything. It'll tell you who owns it. Won't always give you a phone number unless you buy a subscription to it. But there's tons of the hunting apps will do that. That's what most people use, the hunting apps.
Yeah,
like animal hunting, know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that there's one called Hunt X or something like that.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah, paid.
But there's free stuff. You can do it. You can do it for free too. There's lots of apps like that too as well.
Yeah, you get a 2 weeks free subscription. You just got to keep changing your email address and. But yeah, they tell you who owns the property and all that stuff. Okay, so predominant artifacts says, "Hey Chig, where would you detect if you could anywhere?" Kenny.
I get asked that question, but I can honestly say I don't have any place that I really want to go because I've been there. You know what I mean? I could go pretty much anywhere I wanted to go, kind of speaking. So I don't really have an answer for that. I wish I did. I mean, I like going out where you're at. You know what I mean?
Well, come on out, bud.
Yeah, I just don't have I don't have a place. I mean, I've been around, so no. Maybe Antarctica to look for meteorites, but they won't let you do that. So that's probably the one thing I'd like to do. Maybe go out on the ice.
Let's see. Okay, what's on? You guys are going too fast for me. Let's see. Chick had a little land issue a while back. Town council tied to it. Did you ever get that sorted out?
Yes and no. I figured out the key to make things happen, but I haven't turned it. Mainly because there's some reasons I haven't, but I could take care of it, and if I have to, at any time for no cost. I know what button to push to make things happen. Let's put it that way. So now that I know that, I'm fine. I don't need to go after him anymore.
Yeah, so Willie Shiny Gold says, get Chig on our lost gold mine team. Yes, come on out. We're going to go gold mining.
Sounds good.
Next time we're out here. Yeah, we hit this area. I mean, we found so much gold on this area. I can't believe the old timers missed it all, or anybody metal detecting, because I found so much gold. I found one piece of gold that was so ugly looking, this great big chunk. And when I put it in acid, it had 18 grams of gold in it that just broke it apart. Brad, I know he's pulled over a pound of gold off of this area, but I mean, we pulled so much gold off. It looks like a battlefield now, because now there's holes all over this mountainside.
Right.
So yeah, come on out. And there's, they say
those spots are still out there.
It can never be played out. That's what they say.
Right.
But yeah. Let's see here. What's Richard say? If either of you do video on federal land, what do you think of the new ruling about no commercial video on federal land? I never heard that.
Yeah, that's actually been the law for a while. You can't make a commercial video on federal land.
In a national park or something like that.
Well, any federal land, the BLM even, I'm pretty sure.
Really? I never heard that.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I talk about this all the time in my videos. Out there on BLM land. I mean, you can't keep a penny from like 1965.
Really?
Find a 1965 penny on the ground, you can't put it in your pocket. You got to leave it. Now, if you make a video, you put that penny in your pocket, they can come after you, and they will. Well, I don't know if they will, but they could.
Well,
most people don't know that.
No, I don't know that. I don't keep anything. I just even all the trash that I find in the desert, I just rebury it. I don't keep nothing.
I hate to tell you, you're supposed to rebury it if it's like less than 50 years or older. Well, you can't take the trash out. I mean, you're breaking the law if you do that.
Yeah. So I leave all the BBs and everything. I just rebury them all. I got 2 bullets here. They say if you find a bullet that's been crimped, or a shell that's been crimped, it means one or two things. The miners, what are you drinking there?
Seltzer water. Nothing fancy.
So they say that the miners used to put their gold in it, and then they would crimp it, to put their powder. And that was the big ones, like these here. The little ones, they say they crimped them so the Indians couldn't get them to reshoot them again.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, hey, this is just pretty good. Look at this. Here's a gold bar for you.
Looks light.
Excuse me. That's some nasty shit. It says it's premium whiskey. Oh, senor, that's no premium. All right, let's get back to some questions.
You're a mess.
Anybody? East Berlin type stuff. I don't know what you mean, East Berlin type stuff. Gestapo? He's got a bike. You got a bike. Yeah, we can all go dirt bike riding. I got a bike too. That hasn't even got 20 miles on it. I'm afraid to ride it because I'm too old now and my bones won't heal up fast anymore.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I saw the one video that you said driving in the wash and how you would wear yourself out. I mean, I knew
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about driving in washes. Man, that's freaking hell.
Oh, it is. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. In the sand.
Was that Cologne?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Cologne.
So that's the East Berlin thing.
No. God, that stuff is bad. I'm gonna have heartburn all night now. Does Chig ride a TW200?
No. I don't know what that is.
Where's Bobby Wobbles? What is that your cat?
Yeah, one of the cats. Yeah, she's I'm sleeping in bed with the wife.
Oh, that's a question I was going to ask you a long time ago before we got sidetracked. Oh, see, does your wife ever go out with you, or does she just like say, "Honey, get the hell out of the house"?
She went metal detecting with me one time, and she found some Civil War bullets that were chewed on by pigs. Says, "Oh, keep finding these pig bullets," and she never went again. So, now she does outdoor stuff with me, but she doesn't metal detect because she doesn't like the beeping in her ears. But yeah, she likes to look for arrowheads and hike and stuff like that.
That's cool.
But yeah, she doesn't like to metal detect, which is good. That's a double-edged sword, when your significant other likes to do the same thing, because then you can never lead apart, Right? Right?
Well, I know what you mean, man.
That gives you a little bit of space.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I got to go look for stuff. Well, that's pretty cool that you get to leave house. So when you take off from house, because apparently you're home now, you're getting ready for Christmas. So before I forget, I want to say happy holidays to you and all that type of stuff.
Oh, thank you. And to you as well.
Thank you. So when you take off, how long do you generally spend on the road before you ever, like truck drivers will be gone, they say 6 months before they make it back home. How long do you get to stay away before you got to get back home?
Usually, my wife will call me to say it's time to come home. Usually, I get about 5 weeks. About 5 weeks, she's like, "It's time to come home." I don't do that often. I mean, if I go out, like I drive 3,000 miles to California and go out there and mess around, it takes 3 days to get out, 3 days to get back. So you're almost a week into it right there. But yeah, she usually lets me go for about 5 weeks. But I mean, I do like a lot of 1 week trips where I might just go down south and camp out for a while and metal detect and do that. But not too much.
From there, it takes you 3 days to get to California?
It's over 3,000 miles.
Holy smackerels. I go to Colorado once in a while, which is 17 hours. 17 hours, and it takes me 3 days just to get there.
Well, I drive. I mean, I drive until I get tired and I take a nap and wake up and go again, But, to where you're at, I think it takes me about 36 hours to get to where you're at. That's what I count on. Driving, that's actually behind the wheel.
Yeah.
That's, not taking naps.
I hate driving. I'm good for 3 hours, 4 hours, and I got to find a Walmart.
Dude, I'll tell you the thing, what you do is you get a book on tape, audiobooks.
Yeah.
And you listen to audiobooks. Because I will drive all day long and I'll get it'll start getting dark. I'm like, oh my God, I drove all day long, listen to stupid audiobook. But I want to keep driving, so I keep listening to it. So it's really, really kind of cool. Now, in the meantime, I've stopped and I've gassed up 3 times. But the time just goes by so fast. It's awesome. I highly recommend it.
But after so many hours, you get out of the vehicle and it's like you don't have any feet. It's hard to, and after you've had several beers, it's like, I can't drive anymore. I gotta stop, man.
Well, that's me as soon as it gets dark. Once it gets dark, I have to pull over. But then I'm usually out driving by 3 a.m., so it works out.
Let's see. Have you put many hours on the new jet boat?
Not too many, actually. I have no idea how many hours. I've had it a few times. Problem I have here is that it's been really dry, so the rivers are really low and our rivers are rocky. So I have very limited places I can kind of go around here. But Once the river comes up again, I'll get back out, and even this winter I'll get out. Yeah, but the rivers have to come up a little bit.
Are you a scuba diver licensed?
I am.
I want to do that. I almost took a class. I want to go scuba diving, but I can't go by myself, man.
What do you mean? You can't take a class by yourself? We can't go scuba diving by yourself.
I can take a class by myself. I just don't want to go scuba diving by myself.
Well, I do.
I'll do you.
I always go by myself.
Well, you do everything by yourself. You're the
Well,
man.
you know, the thing is, when you're treasure hunting and it's a lot of these rivers and stuff, you don't have good visibility. And be honest with you, once you get under, I mean, you don't see anybody else. You can have a buddy 10 feet away and you don't see him. So why not? I mean, you're not going to get rescued by your buddy.
No, I just meant like, you know, you go over if you have a problem or something, you've got somebody else with you that can.
But you don't if you're in a river that doesn't have good visibility, because once you get under, you lose track of them. You know, you don't like tied. You know, you're not tied together or anything. But you know, when you're clear water looking at the fish, that's easy to do. But it's a lot more difficult when you know, I go diving sometimes where there's no visibility. I mean, you can't see anything. You got to feel the bubbles to see which way it's going up. You know what I mean? And you can have 100 people in the water with you, and you might not ever see them the whole time you're down. So,
Okay. Well, okay. So
I try to be safe.
Yeah. No, I wanted to get certified for scuba diving. I just thought that would be kind of cool. Like here, the Colorado River to go down in and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, actually it is. It's really cool because it's just kind of float and you're weightless and it's a neat experience. You know, I find myself, a lot of people do, you just go to the bottom and just lay there. You just lay there. You know, it's a cool experience.
And watch the boats drive by.
Yep. You hear them coming a long ways off too.
Yeah. Well, I've been with the, dredging with the hookah down there, but you don't need to be licensed for hookah, but for this, yeah. Anyway, I just thought that'd be cool to do that. Has Chig ever had a bad time with troopers?
Yeah. Not too often, but yeah, I've had, probably the worst time I've really ever had was I came back from a metal detecting thing. This was actually local. And there was a state trooper hanging around my truck. And I was parked legally. There's a state trooper hanging around my truck, and all of a sudden he opens it up and starts looking around inside my truck. I'm like watching him from the bushes. I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing, man? He looks at me and I said, oh, just making sure no one in there dead or anything. I'm like, dude, you can't freaking do that. You can't just open up someone's vehicle and start going through it. You need a freaking warrant to do that. But that's the worst I've ever. Other than that, everyone's been fine.
So let's see. Are you allowed to detect public lands in WV?
It depends on what that's West Virginia, but it depends on what you mean by public land. If it's state land, no. Very, very few places can you go. Federal land, no. Like state, national forest, forget it. You can't metal detect on national forest. Some towns might have like some places you can go. The town property, you have to talk to the mayor or one of the secretaries or somebody. But as far as if it's federal land, you can't detect anywhere in the U.S. really, except very, very small number of areas you can do that. But it's very specific places. If it's federal, and most states don't let you either, but West Virginia doesn't.
I was gonna say I didn't think there was much public land back there in West Virginia.
Oh yeah, well yeah. There's lots of public land. National forest, just like national forest is like it's not BLM, but it's a little more regulated than BLM. It's like the next step up, but there's lots of national forests that you can go on and.
Okay, so here's a stupid question, Paul, and I don't know if you're trying to instigate something or not, but it says, does Chig like to use Mind Labs?
Yeah, I mean, they're good machines. Like I said, I have at least a half a dozen of them or more.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Couple people like this. Craig Elliott. Has Chig had problems with wildlife while camping alone?
Well, besides like almost getting bit by rattlesnakes and stuff, but you could do that with someone else. But no, as far as I'm not sure what you mean. mean, I had a bat like almost get stuck in my hair when I was sleeping on top of the truck this past trip. Like, I woke up, these wings were all over me. He's like, ah, you know. So I sleep on top of my truck when I'm camping out there, you know, under the stars quite often. But no, as far as, I mean, bears or coyotes or whatever, no, I've never had any trouble. And I'm usually, you know, I'm armed, especially in camp, and I don't always carry, you know, I'm not always armed when I'm out doing my thing, but if there are dangerous animals around, I would be.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's nothing out there. Somebody said the other day we was out there and he said, "Do you guys got any bears out here?" I said, "I'll tell you what, if you see a bear out here, we're all in trouble."
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you got cougars not too far away. I mean,
Yeah.
over in California, those are something that would definitely worry me if I was in cougar country.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Not
said.
the kind you buy drink for, but you know what I mean.
No, that's what I say. You might see a mountain lion, or you know, but I
Yeah.
mean, if something like that, a mountain lion or a coyote comes at you, then more than likely they're rabied, and you better get the hell away because all them animals.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they're going to avoid you. They don't want to come at you.
I had a rabid beaver bite me in the ass like 2 summers ago.
Okay, there it is right here.
Did you hear that? The rabid beaver. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I was out metal detecting in the river, in the Potomac River, and a freaking beaver snuck up behind me and grabbed me and started wrestling me and bit me in the ass. I had to go get shots and everything. I had to kill it. Killed it with my digging stick.
I was going to say, did you go get a shot?
I had to get the shots, yeah. We got it tested and it had rabies, so.
Wow. So
Those things are strong, too. They're very strong animals. Yeah. Well, they got big teeth.
He bit you in the ass.
It did. Snuck up behind me.
And you turn around and say, "What the frick, dude?"
That's pretty much. The thing is, I got most of it on video. I didn't get the very first part of it, but I got most of it. Thing chasing me through the water, chasing me on land.
You know, so you got a camera in the front and a camera behind, so you can see what's coming and what's going at the same time.
No, I wish I had that day though.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you. I noticed that when you're doing some of your videos, you don't get too much bad. Of course, when you're up in Meadview, you had some serious wind, and you picked up a little bit of wind, but you don't get a lot of wind mic. And that thing you got on you, is that a wireless mic or something?
Yeah, it's a wireless mic called a Rode, RODE is the company's name, I think. Rode Go. Yeah. And it's a thing you plug it into your GoPro, has a little battery, and then you wear the other one. And they're really good for windy years. I use it most of the time anyway, because it does. I think it has really good sound as well.
But that thing that's only like about as long as your finger, and it's got the windscreen on it. It looked different than what I've got.
Yeah, it's just a little square box. You pin one ear, and then one goes on the camera.
Okay, so it's wired direct. It's not wireless.
No, it's wireless. Yeah, I have one on the GoPro, and then then one here, so I can put the GoPro down and walk 50 feet away, and it sounds like I'm right next to it still.
That's what because you was always consistent in that.
Yeah, and I think audio is really important. Most people don't. I don't think most YouTubers realize that. That when people get to a video and the audio is bad, then you just click off of it. So I think it's important for YouTubers like us to have decent audio.
So let's see, JD144. What sort of sidearm do you carry? A big one.
Well, no, I mean actually, I have I can't remember the model number. 7.62. I think it's Czech Army.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah. Back in the day, you could buy them for like $75 online. And I ordered a whole bunch of them just in case, you know what I mean? So I got like this box of these things. So I carry them with me. That way, if I lose it or have to lose it, I can just leave it out there. But I just bought a 10 millimeter that I'm going to use for that one. So
something easy. Okay, so I think the first chick video I ever saw was the hunt for the M cave. Can you ask what his thoughts are on what really happened to Kenny?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Kenny went up there to commit suicide, just like his family says. His family says that's what he did, and I believe that. And he went up to the mine, he left all his stuff there, he hiked off in the mountains, 1 day, 2 days, who knows how far really. And I think he committed suicide up there. So he's still up there. And that's, I've looked for him several times. Lots of people have, because his family, of course, has no closure because they don't know for sure. Some people, is he down in Mexico sitting on the beach? Who knows? But I don't believe he is. But it'd be nice for the family to know, I think.
Well, you think if he's doing that, it'd be funny that you'd leave everything and then hike off someplace and do that. You would just do it right there with all your stuff. Well, I mean, why drop your gear, hike off someplace else to do it, and hide to do it?
I would.
You would?
If I was going to do that, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, but you grew up in the cement plant too.
Yeah, I think I'd be like a little animal and I want to crawl off by myself. And, that's it. So I can understand where he's coming from. And, I think really if I keep looking, I'll find him. But it's a rough country out there. It's really, really rough where he's at. It's up south side of Las Vegas in the hills there. Really, really rough vertical stuff. But he's up there somewhere.
All right. I got to give away something here before I forget. So let me give away. I got a bag of dirt I got to give away. Maybe 2 of them here. Let me find my questions. I got to give this away here. Let me find. Oh, crap. What did I do with my questions? Crap. Maybe I threw them away. Crap. Oh, right here. All right. I know everybody probably left. First one in the chat room that answers this question correctly will win a bag of dirt. And there's a little bit of gold in it. Okay. This is the question. What is so not like me? That is the question. What is so not like me? First one in the chat room. Okay. Meanwhile, back in the States. So what's your plans for the holidays?
I'm gonna go to South Carolina metal detecting. No, for Christmas proper, I'll be here. Christmas, New Year's, of course. But I guess that's what you're asking. Not really going. Yeah. I'm not going to go anywhere for that. Just hang out with the wife.
Yeah, so you're just going to stay there. Oh, that's what everybody's saying. Yeah. The wife. Nope, you're all wrong so far. I had to do a tough one this week. You guys were getting them too easy, so I thought I would do something a little tougher this week. Nope. You guys are all wrong. Not Mine Lab, not washing rocks, not keeping gold. I knew I'd stump you guys on that one. Cool. It's from the last video, so they have to watch my video to know the question.
Smart man.
Some of these people, somebody wrote me and they says, I was taking notes and I wrote stuff down. Let's see. Nope, you guys, nobody knows it. Okay. Saying coral, saying fiber, more fiber. Nope. Hello, Gold Fever Gang, Top Cat Gold Prospecting. Hello. What about the TV show? JD144, what about the TV show? You know something about
for me?
I guess. I don't know nothing about a TV show.
All right, so I had this TV show that I do with another guy metal detecting over in England, UK, Scotland and England mostly, with Rick Edwards. And we search the rivers below castles and do a lot of history stuff over there. I've done, I think, 3 seasons now. And there's another season coming up. I'm going to go over, hopefully, in the early part of this summer to shoot it. It's not 100%, but it looks like that's what we're going to do. So Shoot another season this summer out.
Okay, so Richard Billen, I'm going to give that to you. Water bottle in the cup holder. There was a water bottle in the cup holder, and I said that is so not like me drinking freaking water. Okay. All right, Richard, congratulations. I'll send you one of them bags of dirt. You got 2 of them freaking last time.
You watched your video.
Hey, people come into camp and they say, "Hi, Jack, how you doing? Hey, I watched your video." I say, "God, somebody freaking watches that stuff? All right, let me shake your hand, man. Jeez."
It's always nice to hear, especially when you almost believe them,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what was it about?
Don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah. No. It was about something. Okay. Okay. There's a question. Well, you guys are going too fast. Oh, God dang it. Hey, Chig, what's your most memorable find?
You can answer that for me, Jack.
Your wife.
My wife.
Yeah, what did I win?
That's so easy. Oh, guys, I got a stink bug on my hand. Boy, it stinks. Oh my God. You got stink bugs out there?
Yeah. Little
The new ones. Huh?
Yeah, they're black and they turn their asses up in the air.
No, a little bit different. You're talking about these things are they're little things they came over from China like 5 years ago. You touch them and just a cloud of just stink.
Oh,
just got one.
No,
they're terrible. You probably don't have them out there.
No, the stink bugs here are like black and they walk around with their ass sticking up in the air and then you smash them and I don't know why they call them stink bugs.
They smell like
they walk on the ground.
He's talking about.
Oh, they smell like cilantro?
Smell like cilantro.
Well, that's
actually, it does a little bit. It does a little bit, but it stinks.
Well, that's like asparagus. If you eat asparagus, your pee stinks. So I don't know why that is. Yeah, okay. So we talked about the stupidest shit here sometimes, man. Let's see.
Okay. You do.
All right, Chick, are you going to do a video update on the kittens?
I should do that because they're getting big and they won't be around too much longer. So they're all really cute. They're all up sleeping with my wife on the bed. Otherwise, I drag one out for you, but they're all up sleeping. I'll do that.
Freaking see, Guy Pineapple. See, you guys are freaking ridiculous. You guys never let nothing go. Now they're back to pooping pineapples again. Let's see, Richard says he got them in Michigan. Don't use a vacuum either. Either done that and it was a mistake.
Yep.
They taste like chicken poop.
Taste?
Why are you eating them for? Okay, here we go. Again, Top Cat detecting. So, Chick, what's your best detector find? Gold, silver, or?
I don't know. A pile of silver coins.
Hey, all right. We've been dragging.
I think I already answered that one, man.
We've been dragging this shit on long enough, man. Somebody said, "Pay attention, boy." Hey, boy, pay attention, boy. I hate to talk like that because then I sound like somebody else, and I hate to do that. Okay, we got to have a little more. There's still a little more left to end this night. All right, hey, Chig. So, you got your own channel. People that want to follow you, how can they get a hold of you? How can they follow you? Where how can they find you?
Type Aquachigger into Google search. Yeah, I have an Aquachigger YouTube channel, and I cross post over on Facebook, and I have Instagram that I do some stuff on, but not a whole lot. That's really about it.
Okay. And Daniel Click says, "What mic setup do you use with your GoPro?" See, I wasn't the only one that wanted to know that.
Yeah, I could go find it, but it's a Rode, RODE Go. Rode. I think they're out of Australia, actually. I would recommend them.
No, the one I got is like long and skinny, and then it's got the windsock that goes over it, and it's got the antenna, and you can plug that in your GoPro. But it wasn't square like the one that you were having. That's why I was wondering about that, because I thought that was kind of slick.
Yeah, yeah, I would highly recommend that. Another YouTuber recommended it to me probably 5 years ago, and I've actually had two of them now. I dropped one in some water.
They're
No,
not
my last trip out west, yeah, I got rained on or something. It was like I messed it up. So
okay. All right. Scotty Ray, great show. Time guys. All right, always okay. William H, just want to say thanks for the years of
thank
great
you.
videos. All righty.
Appreciate
So
that.
okay, we'll wrap things up here, guys. It's already late back there. He's already going on midnight back there. You know, there's such a big time change here. And you know what? He said it a long time ago, and he tried to give a hint, but we didn't take it. He says, I got a wife upstairs. So it was like, and I haven't been home for 6 weeks, and I got a wife upstairs. So we got to, you know, I said, I won't keep you long. Anyways, Chig, you need to go to Australia for a metal detecting video. Awesome. Okay,
I've done
guys.
that. I got a whole playlist of Australian metal detecting videos. I've done that. I'm gonna go again too. So
go on the go to the web or to the YouTube channel. So before I let you go, I got to ask you one parting question here.
sure.
Somebody just starting out in this hobby, as long as you've been doing that, what's probably the best piece of advice you could give them?
Have fun. Don't take it too seriously, and do it to have fun. Do it to enjoy it.
Steve Peasley says hi to Lindsay. Is that a cat?
That's my wife.
That's the wife. Okay.
She's sleeping. I slept 9:30. She's long since sleeping. We go to bed early.
Yeah, you know, we eat at 3 o'clock. We're in bed by 5. So what the hell? Hey, all right, Chig. Hey, appreciate you coming on the show, man. It's been fun. It's been a blast. When you get
thanks
out
for
here,
inviting me.
look me up, man. Let's go have some fun together. Okay.
Absolutely, we'll do that.
You have yourself a great, happy holidays. Wish you the best, man. Much success. Appreciate you. Thanks for everything, bud.
All right. Thank you, too. Great talking with you and great being on your show.
Take care, guys. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. You guys all be safe till we get out again. See you guys. Bye.